welcome back to the Mad Spideyverse. I'm Mad Spidey and this is my channel. Today I'd like to just show some comic books that I picked up. These are all new comic books. What I tend to do is with my comic books, especially from my pull list, I tend to not pick them up week by week. I don't have a massive lot of comic books that I have on my pull list. Mainly obviously Spider-Man titles and a few other bits and pieces, but I tend not to pick them up week by week, mainly because of that reason that it's only a small one. So I tend to pick up maybe a couple of weeks worth, you know, the second week, third week, sometimes even after a month, but I always try and keep it under a month. Now I tend to, with my collecting habits for new comic books, I tend to just go for cover A's, which is obviously nothing exciting, but I do occasionally will pick up an odd variant here and there. I'm not one to go after the big variants, the ratio variants, or the big fancy, you know, store or artist exclusive variants, but you know, occasionally I might pick up one or two, or I might even get gifted one from other, you know, other people. But so today, just go through my comics that I picked up today, that or should I say over the weekend, as it is Sunday here in Australia, but I'll show you anyway. So, what do we have in the bag? So, what have we got? Grab out that bag there. So these are the ones that I picked up on Saturday. Mainly Spidey titles, of course. So we have, I'm assuming this is the cover A to Amazing Spider-Man 65. Now, none of these will be bagged and boarded yet. I'm a little bit behind on my bagging and boarding. I will get there eventually. But still a pretty wicked looking cover. A lot of action going on in there. Don't know who did the cover to this. Let's have a look. Cover artists, bit of a compilation by the looks of it. Mark Bagley, John Dell and Brian Reber, if that's how you pronounce his last name. But yeah, always love a Bagley Spidey. I probably should have put this in order, but you got Amazing Spider-Man 64. Always love a good Spidey cover. I don't think I ever see many bad Spider-Man covers, but at least it's got the classic suit on the cover. I'm not the biggest fan of the new suit. Still looks okay, but I'm still a classic sort of guy. Same sort of cover artists, by Mark Bagley, John Dell, but also Edgar Delgado. So still, as I said, I'm a big fan of Mark Bagley, especially seeing he did a lot of Spidey stuff in the 90s. Next one is Amazing Spider-Man 63. And that's showing the new suit, which, as I said, like, it looks okay. Very futuristic sort of looking, but don't mind some good floating heads. I suppose you could say they're bodies, but they almost look like floating heads, the way that Spidey's body's sort of covering them up. So, yeah, very, very nice looking cover. I'm assuming it's done by Mark Bagley and that again. Yeah, same sort of team as the previous issue. So, and I suppose that's the one good thing about showing the comics that are not bagged and boarded. If you don't know exactly who the artist is, you can obviously just flip open the page and see who it is. Next one I have is Black Cat number 5 from the new series. Very, very nice looking cover. Good aerial shot there. Very nice looking cover. Let's see who's done this. Cover artist Pepe Larraz, and Marty Gracia. Yeah, very, very nice looking cover. I do like the ad on the back too. The Venom Citizen watch. Being a Citizen, it's probably like $500 or $1,000, but would be nice to own that maybe. Maybe Carvey from Comic Books NYC might have it, because I just found out that he's a bit of a watch collector, so might be interesting. Next one is Non-Stop Spider-Man #2. Once again, it's just the cover A. Very cool looking cover there. Nice big sort of smash through the wall sort of action. From what I've been told is it's not exactly the best read, but I haven't read much lately, as a lot of my mates will know. But you know, eventually I might get around to it. Let's see. Where's the cover artist? Oh, it's a Chris Bachalo, so yeah, he's somebody I would like to own some original art from one day, but you know, never know when that'll happen or if it'll happen. And apparently this is a mini series, Spider-Man Spider's Shadow. Very sort of ominous looking cover there. Apparently it's a what if or something, because it says what if in the corner there. But yeah, very ominous looking sort of cover. I'm assuming that is cover A. Doesn't say variant on it, so it should be cover A. Cover artist Phil Noto. I've actually met Phil Noto. He's a really nice guy, very quietly spoken, but he is a very nice guy. I actually got a sketch done by him, but that may come up in my artist series. If you haven't checked out those artist series, I've only done 2 episodes, but I will eventually get to everything that I own, so it may take a little while because I do have quite a few pieces, but we'll get there eventually. Now today's pickups were a little bit more random. There's a standing order, because I do have 2 comic shops that I have 2 different standing orders from. It's just the way it happened to work out, just supporting local businesses. That's what I like to do as much as I can, even if it's just a couple of dollars here and there. It all helps local business, especially in these horrible times. But I did pick up cover A to Carnage, Black, White and Blood. Very nice, ominous again looking cover with the evil Carnage there. It's another very nice looking cover. Let's see how we go. Where's the cover artist? Greg Smallwood. Okay. I don't know much about Greg Smallwood, but by the looks of that, he's a very good artist. Also saw, which was quite surprising, because usually whenever I have Amazing Spider-Man stuff, even usually tie-ins and things like that, my local comic shop usually just puts them in there, see whether I want them or not, but they didn't put this in here, so I grabbed it today. So these new, I think they're one-shots, Curse of Man-Thing, the Amazing Spider-Man one, assuming it's the cover A. I'm going to get away from the glare there. Yeah, Man-Thing's one of those sort of characters that you don't necessarily know much about if you've never read the book. It's still a cool looking character. Obviously Marvel's version of Swamp Thing, or Swamp Thing's, you know, DC's version of Man-Thing. There's probably discussions about that. I won't get into that sort of thing. Let's have a look. Cover artist Daniel Acuna. I think he's a sort of a newer sort of artist, possibly. Haven't heard much about him. But still a very nice looking. It's got the Venom Citizen watch out on the back again. And this is one of the ones that is on my standing order with the second comic shop. It's a new series of Silk. Really digging these covers at the moment. The Silk covers look really, really nice. Got a feeling it's a In Hook Lee cover. You can usually pick his style. You can even see the signature on the front, so it definitely is his. So yeah, that's Silk number 2. Now I was sort of late to the bandwagon with this, and even though I collect mainly just Spider-Man books, I did jump on very, very late to the Strange Academy bandwagon. So this is the new one, number 10. Very bright and colourful, cheerful sort of looking cover. Although when they enter the end of the rainbow, it might be a little bit more dangerous than friendly, but you never know. Yeah, very bright, My Little Pony type sort of rainbow character sort of cover. Who did the... Oh, it was Ramos and Delgado who did the cover. So there you go, very nice, bright sort of looking cover. Now the other thing that I never thought I would ever do, I tend to look at the shelves and I start cover buying occasional things as well. I blame bloody Simple Simon for this. He's the one that's the cover buyer. I never was going to be a cover buyer. I was always just cover A, just to get that number in the run. And that's how I usually collect. But now he's turned me into a bit of a cover buyer, the bastard. It's alright, Simon. You know, we all love you. But one of my favourite X-Men villains is Omega Red. So when I saw this Wolverine, what number is this? Wolverine number 11. Saw Omega Red on the front. And I went, yeah, I'm going to get that. Pure cover buy. May not be a variant, but it's still a very nice looking cover with Wolverine and Omega Red on there. Very, very nice. Well, who did that? Who did the art on that? I've been noticing a lot lately that they don't always have the details inside the first page anymore, which is very annoying, because if you want to sort of do a quick sort of look to see who the artist is, you can't see it. But in saying that, it may be in the back. Yeah, so I can't even find where the details are anymore, which is very odd. You think you'd want to be publicising your writers, your artists, your letterers, your inkers. But yeah, here we go. It's in a few pages. Oh, it's an Adam Kubert. Adam Kubert and Frank Martin. Nice, one of the Kubert boys. Very nice. The other thing I did pick up, I picked up the new Iron Fist series about a month ago, I think it was, maybe even 2 months ago. I just picked up number 1. I thought, you know, I've always liked martial arts sort of stuff, especially movies and things like that. Iron Fist is that sort of character, so I picked up number 1. I thought I'd put it on my pull list just because it's only a mini series. Well, I think it's only like a 6-part mini series. What is it? Oh, excuse me, Heart of the Dragon. But obviously I didn't. So luckily, the comic shop I went to today actually had from 2 to 5 on the shelf. So Iron Fist, Heart of the Dragon, number 2. Yeah, he tends to leave the new titles on there for at least a month, to just in case people miss a back issue or something like that, instead of, you know, putting it in the long and the short boxes, make it a bit harder to find, which is always a good idea. What do we got? Where's the cover artist? Oh, Billy Tan. Billy Tan's an honorary Australian. It's good to see him back in the game again. So it's a very nice looking cover there. Got number 3, which doesn't even have Iron Fist on it. Just has some, I don't know who the lady is. Sorry for the ignorance, but looks like she's about to spear some big ass dragon, which is pretty cool. evil looking dragon, very nice looking cover there. Billy Tan cover again. Nice work, Billy. Now I really like this sort of cover. So that's the number 4 in the series. Trying to get away from the glare as much as possible. So that's number 4. I really like that cover. Wonder if Billy did this one as well. Yes, he did. So he must have done most of the covers for this series. And lucky last is number 5. In the Iron Fist Heart of the Dragon series. Another nice, cool action-packed sort of cover. So Billy did the, and he did that one as well. So that's what I picked up today. So that's a couple of weeks worth, obviously. But I do thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully you check out more of my back catalogue of videos. I'm trying as much as I can to release as much. Sorry there's no fancy headings and, you know, pop-ups and that all on the videos and that, but I'm only doing this on my phone, so I'm doing the best I can at the moment for what I know. But anyway, thank you again. If you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe. Please hit that thumbs up button as well. It all helps towards growing my channel, and I do wish you all have a good day. Spidey out.